Hi guys, Ryu here with another video for Blender. This one's gonna be about arraying decals into some patterns, okay? We got a new part coming up on Blender Patreon on June. It's going to be ridges, that's a theme. And you can create some really cool designs with these decals. You will see that they are a little bit different. Some of them are actually even cut off, and that's the purpose of them. And another thing is that they really tightly trimmed, okay? So there's no space wasted around them. You can see that they're really tightly trimmed, okay? So now let me show you how this works, yeah? I'm gonna just drop a cylinder here. So I'm gonna drop a cylinder and I'm gonna make it a bit larger, maybe something like, denser, 80, and move it somewhere here. Select this one, shift select this one, and grab the color. I'm going to rotate this on y-axis by 90 degrees, make it a little bit larger and longer, and sharpen this. Okay, cool. So now let me show you how, in fact, you know what, we're gonna make it a bit brighter. So let's just drop a different matte here. I'm going to shift click this to scroll through different mattes. That will do. The way the arraying works is that we're going to be using HardOPS array to array decals around this cylinder and create some cool patterns. So for example, if I'm going to grab one of, let's see, this one, okay, and I'm going to drop it in here, right? Let me just clear the parenting. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to Shift S and drop a cursor to the cylinder so I can array around the cursor with HardOPS. I'm going to press click this decal and Q mesh tools and control click on radial array and press X to switch the axes. And I'm going to scroll my mouse to add some segments right to this array, and boom. And now you press D, adjust, and with Shift you can adjust them to fit. And you can of course project them as well, so not a problem, you can just project them onto the mesh, and if they get sink a little bit, you can always adjust them up. Now this one didn't really work very well for us, so what we can do is project it before we array this. Yeah, so watch this. I'm going to project it first, right? Project it, and then I'm going to array this, right? So boom, press X, and let's see, that many, boom, and D, shift, and adjust it. And there you go, you get your pattern. But this gets better, guys. So watch this. If I'm going to, for example, add another decal here, so let's grab this one, the very simple one, right? I'm gonna edit in here, scale it a little bit, right? And put it in here, D, adjust, and just rotate it. Let's just apply scale to this cylinder because my decal gets deformed. There you go. And Shift D, move it in here, D, and adjust it the other way, and scale it down, right? And move it somewhere here. Now watch this. I'm going to select them both, Shift D, and I'm going to move them on X-axis, right? But I'm going to scale this one down a bit more. And in fact, this one I'm going to make it bigger, okay? So something like this, okay? Cool, right? And I'm gonna grab all of them, okay? And this one should be actually closer somewhere here. And I'm gonna grab all of them, okay, in Control J. So I'm gonna combine them into one decal. Now the cool thing about it is that you can still manipulate with it through Decal Machine because the modifiers are still there. So if I project it, it's gonna project the whole thing, and I can array this, right? So I can go to Mesh Tools and Control click on Radial Array, press X, and I got my pattern going on here. See what I mean? So there you go, and we're going to D and adjust it, and boom. So you can create really cool patterns like for tires or something just by manipulating with these very simple decals. Let's, for example, grab this one. This one is really cool. Let's just rotate it, right? You can of course scale them as well, so as XX, and we can scale them like this, right? Maybe that's too much, so, or scale them down, right? Let me just turn off this cursor. There we go, as XX, or scale them down, make them really narrow, right? And let's project it, okay? And then we're gonna go back here to cursor, and let's just radial array this, and scroll up, and boom. you got your, you know, kind of like an engine part. So they're really high definition, of course, 2K bakes, really clean shading as usual, Blender best quality. So have fun with them. Like I said, they come into Patreon on June, so if you would like to join our Patreon, hop on. It's only $2 for this one, so it's a tier 1. And they're gonna be on Gumroad for I think $6 as well, so if you wanna just buy them on Gumroad, it's gonna be available soon. That's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Give us a like and sub if you did, and links to Decal Machine, HardOPS and Box Cutter in the video description, so if you need these add-ons, grab them, they're amazing. Thanks for watching, catch you next video.